Well, hello there. This is not an easy video to make, so let's do this together. I just wanted to jump on, just you and me just talking and just expressing my thanks and gratitude to everybody in the support over the last week and a half from my mom, my dad, and myself. Thank you. And of course, if you didn't already know, we lost Jelly a week and a half ago. We said goodbye to her. And it has been a huge hole in our hearts since then. Jelly was an instrumental part of our family for the last 17 and a half years. And it is very lonely and very, very sad not seeing her in her 9 different beds throughout the house. You guys know what it's like. You know, you have a pet, especially a pet that you've had for a really long time. And especially when you go through a lot with that pet, and then you lose it. The pets become your family. And also, I think people who are disabled also have a very special bond with their pets. Their pets are a huge support in their lives. A lot of people who are disabled, very kind of isolated, don't get out much, and their pets one of their main support structures. And when you lose that, it's very, very sad. And especially over the last 4 years, she has just been a bedrock of support for my mom, my dad, and myself. Our family's dealt with a lot of tragedy, a lot of loss, and she's just been such a support during that time. But we're also incredibly grateful we had Jelly. We had Jelly for 17 years, and she became this huge part of our community together, going on all of our adventures, our videos, and our streams together. And you got to take solace in the fact that she lived a very, very, very great life and got to do something that, man, what other cat got to be part of such a fun group together, and we all had such fun memories and times with her. And she'll continue to live on through Minecraft, going on adventures with you as the 9th cat. And yeah, so as much as it's just very painful, I do know that she lived a great life. She was the smartest cat. That cat knew so many different words. She was the toughest cat. Absolutely the toughest cat. We almost lost her in 2020. Her kidneys went to about 0 function, and we're at the vet, and the vet just said, finally was like, you know what? If this was my cat, I would do this, this, and this, and take her there. And we said, done. And thankfully, we followed that advice. We had her for 4 more years, and 4 more years of time where my family needed some support, and Jelly gave it to us. And hopefully we gave it back to her. We said when we got her back, we didn't know if we were going to have her another day, 2 days, a week, a month, a year. We didn't know. So my mom said we're going to spoil her and give her everything she ever wanted. And she got chicken, organic chicken at that. She got 9 million beds around here, lots of brushies. And she lived a great life, especially this summer. She decided recently that she enjoyed going outside, but only if you carried her outside. She didn't want to walk around because she was an inside cat and we didn't want her to let her out, but she loved being carried through the garden, through the trees. She had her favorite bushes, her favorite trees, and she had a really great summer. She loves Christmas. She loves the bags. She loves the ribbons. She loves the tree, and she had a good Christmas, which was very good. It all just brings back memories of when we first got Jelly. You go back 16 to 17 years, and that's when I first got sick, and I was just out of surgery, and I was permanently in a wheelchair at that point, and we weren't sure if we wanted a cat. Life was chaos at the time. My dad's job transferred, so every week he had to fly off and then come back on the weekends, and my mom was here trying to figure out where I needed to go to this doctor, this test. We're getting a BiPAP, then we're trying to sit vent. We just thought, you know what, maybe a cat could be like a little bit of support for us at the time. And we went to a few places just casually looking at pets. And this one lady's like, you know what? I know a pet. Can you come back tomorrow? And we were like, yeah, I think so. At the time, right, I'm still getting used to being in a wheelchair permanently. I still had my PICC line where I was getting TPN. And we're like, okay, let's make the effort. And we eventually drove all the way back. And when the lady brought soon-to-be Jelly up, I was just like, whoa. There's just some kind of connection here. There's something in the universe that's connecting us, and my mom and dad felt it too, and we all held her tight, and we're like, yes, this is our cat. We brought her home, and she was such an incredible support, especially during that time when I was going through the first stages of my illness, and eventually when I had to go in the hospital for some time, when I got trached and then on a ventilator for multiple months. And when I got out of the hospital, still on a ventilator at home. The paramedics had finally left, and all I wanted to see was my cat, because I had a picture of her at my nightstand in the hospital. And I finally like, oh, my cat. My mom brings down Jelly. I was holding her, and within about 10 seconds of that, the PEEP valve on the circuit from the ventilator to my trach has a little like thing called a PEEP valve. It went off, and Jelly sprung off and freaked out and ran away and left a giant scar down my arm, which has been there ever since. She just took off, and I was like, I've been waiting 2.5 weeks to finally see you being in the hospital. Yeah, but eventually she came back, and I lived in the living room at the time because I couldn't go upstairs anymore with the stairs. It's Never Land up there now. I'll never go there. And so we basically, Jelly and I, Willy Wonka style, lived in the living room in my bed. We watched Bonanza, MacGyver, all the Star Trek series, but the original, which I still haven't seen, but all of them. Multiple times we watched those, MASH, any of those old-time daytime TV shows. Like Netflix streaming service was coming out that year or the next year or something. I don't think it had been out. And so we basically just watched daytime TV, Willy Wonka style, together. And then, yeah, all the times in the coming home from the hospital or from this or being sick, she was always by my side. Just such a instrumental part of my life, and it is such a hole right now not having her. And it's the same for my parents. Every night my mom would watch like a show, or she would watch a half a movie. She'd settle Jelly in her little blanket bed on the couch, and then she would watch the show with Jelly, and then they would both get up, go to the pantry, get a snack. Jelly would go back, go up on the table, and then she would go up on the table. It was just like Groundhog Day routine. Then in the morning my dad would feed her, get her all settled, and talk to her like a human, just basically for like an hour in the kitchen. And then Jelly would come in here with me and I'd work on my videos. And it is such a loss not having her. It is extremely sad. But as I said before, you just kind of take solace in the fact that she lived a great life. We were extremely fortunate to have her as long as we did. And she became such a fun part of our community that we could all share together and can continue to share in Minecraft, as she will live on in Minecraft forever as the 9th cat. And it was so evident from all the messages that she had an impact on people's lives when they were having a tough day at school or work, and seeing a funny picture of Jelly here and there brought them a lot of joy. So that meant a lot to my mom and dad, reading through all the messages. It was tough, but we did, and we appreciate them very, very much. Going forward, I know a lot of people have asked, will I build a memorial? Will I build a Jelly base? Will I do this or that? I think in the end, there's a few things. One is that, to me, Jelly in Minecraft is still with us as the 9th cat. Her essence is there. She's just ready to go on an adventure or lay out on your bed in Minecraft. And I don't think I'll build a memorial, but Scarland is and has always been dedicated to my best friend Jelly. That park is hers. From the castle to the flag on Main Street, that is her park. I did think one night it would be kind of fun if we maybe made like a Jelly sweatshirt or shirt. I think maybe we could do, if that's something you guys would like. I know I would. I know one that was very cold at night, it's like the wind chill right now is like -23 Fahrenheit right now. It's absolutely freezing. And I was just like, I just wish I had like a Jelly sweatshirt. And maybe we'll make that. If that's something you guys would like, a commemorative like Jelly sweatshirt or t-shirt, let me know in the comments. I would actually really love to make that for her. Just a little commemorative thing of Jelly. Anyway, if that's something you want, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, we've got a lot of fun things coming, everyone. We do. We have Hermitcraft Season 10 just around the corner. I've got like 5 base ideas. I think I've narrowed it down to 1. I'm pretty sure those other ones can come in the future. And I know everybody else has, the other Hermits have great and exciting ideas. Lots of fun stuff, a lot of new stuff, I don't want to spoil anything, but we do have fun stuff coming. And I think you guys are going to absolutely love it. So yeah, please get hyped for Season 10. And from the bottom of my heart and from my mom, my dad's, thank you for the support during this time. And yeah. So once again, everybody, love you to bits, and we'll see you very soon.